So here's a question for you listening. Is that slick new data tool in your stack actually saving your team time? Or, just stacking up costs? Today, we're digging into one of those tools, Stitch. It's got this reputation, right, for being simple, developer-friendly, especially in the ELT world. Extract, load, transform.
Yeah, it definitely carved out a niche and important context now. It's under the Talent Quilt umbrella. But here's the thing I always come back to. Simplicity doesn't automatically equal value. Not always. So for you, whether you're trying to manage that stack spend or you're actually building the data pipelines, understanding when Stitch truly delivers that ROI and maybe when it doesn't, well, that's crucial for making smart decisions.
That's a really important point. Simplicity isn't always value. So if we look beyond that initial, it's easy promise, where does Stitch actually deliver, like tangible returns? What's the real upside we're talking about?
Well, the sources we looked at are pretty clear on one major thing: engineering cost savings.
Yeah.
Think about it. You eliminate the need to build and maybe more importantly, maintain custom EL pipelines. That's huge. We're talking potentially dozens, maybe scores of hours saved every single month. Development time, updates, those emergency bug fixes when an API changes.
Yeah, the late nights.
Exactly. And it's not just the direct engineering hours saved, though. There's a bigger knock-on effect for the whole business.
Okay, so freeing up engineers. Good. But tell me more about that wider impact. What does that look like?
Well, faster data loading means your analysts, your business teams, they get the data quicker.
Right.
So smarter decisions sooner.
Makes sense.
And another key thing is reliability. Stitch's pre-built connectors. They tend to be more robust than those, let's be honest, often fragile custom scripts lots of teams juggle.
The ones that break if someone sneezes near the API docs.
Pretty much. Minor API updates, unexpected schema changes, boom. Custom script needs fixing, constant reactive engineering work. Stitch, with its managed connectors, it absorbs a lot of that pain. That boosts overall team productivity, not just the engineers.
It sounds like getting some sanity back in data ops for a lot of teams, actually. But okay, there's always the investment side, isn't there? It's not just the subscription fee. What are those other costs or maybe considerations that you need to factor in?
Definitely. So beyond the subscription, you've got your internal team time. Someone's got to monitor the syncs, manage the connectors, do basic troubleshooting. It's not zero effort.
Right.
And this is a crucial, don't forget, the downstream transformation costs.
The T's getting offloaded.
Exactly. That raw data lands in your warehouse, but it still needs cleaning, modeling. That means compute time in Snowflake, BigQuery, wherever. And it means engineering or analytics engineering hours, probably using tools like dbt, data build tool to actually shake that data. That's a real cost.
So factoring all that in, the subscription, the internal time, the downstream work, when does Stitch really truly shine? When does that ROI become like crystal clear? Is there a sweet spot?
Oh, absolutely. There's definitely a sweet spot. Stitch shows its strongest return when you're dealing mostly with standard SaaS apps. Think Salesforce, Google Ads, HubSpot, the big ones. Basically, anywhere Stitch already has a solid pre-built connector ready to go.
Okay, standard sources. What else?
Also helps if your team is already strong in SQL and comfortable with tools like dbt, because they'll need to handle that transformation in the warehouse. And maybe more situationally, if your engineers are just constantly playing whack-a-mole with broken custom scripts, Stitch can feel like a lifesaver, a real antidote to that chaos.
Right, stopping the bleeding.
Yeah, and it can be a great fit if speed to insight is your absolute priority. Maybe you're a startup or a mid-market company needing to move fast and you don't want to or can't hire a big dedicated data engineering team right now.
All right, so let's try and bring this all together. We've taken this deep dive into Stitch, and it seems pretty clear it's not some magic silver bullet, right? The real value, the real investment, it's way more nuanced than just that upfront subscription.
Precisely. That's exactly it. What I find kind of compelling is thinking of Stitch almost like a scalpel.
A scalpel? How so?
Well, it's precise. It does one thing, the E&L, really cleanly, but it's most effective when it's used intentionally, and in skilled hands that know what to do after the data lands.
Okay, I like that analogy.
And if we zoom out, connect this to the bigger picture, it raises a really important question for you, the listener, to consider. How do you truly measure the full return, the real ROI of any tool or investment in your operational stack? Not just Stitch, but anything. Beyond the advertised simplicity, beyond the feature list, what are the specific conditions, the context in your environment that truly make a tool shine for your needs? And how do you spot those hidden costs before they bite you?
Hmm. That's definitely something to mull over as you continue to optimize your own approach to data and technology. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.